Today on All Across Oregon, we're moving quick. We start our day off at a family-run breakfast and lunch restaurant in Central Point. From there, we head over to the Southern Oregon Humane Society where I fall in love with a three-legged cat. We finish our day off at another family-run dinner house that has been passed on from the last generation. I can't wait for you to meet my new friends. This episode of All Across Oregon is made possible in part by Diamond Medical Maintenance, a premier custom-built medical facility cleaning company catering exclusively to the medical community in Southern Oregon, the Klamath Basin, and Roseburg for 27 years. John A. Warracoy, CPA, LLC, premier tax professional and business profit builder, helping self-employed business owners achieve success with essential finance activities. And CycleSport, family owned and operated since 1979, serving the Southern Oregon cycling community with two locations, 191 Oak Street in Ashland across from the old Armory, and 940 North Phoenix Road in Medford at the Larson Creek Center. You're gonna love this family here at the Crater Cafe in Central Point, where their food and their atmosphere is just as fun and as exciting as the owners. Come meet the McElroy family. And then when I talked to your lovely daughter and she told me about this place, I said, I found something I'm looking for. And then she mentioned Bigfoot, or someone mentioned Bigfoot, but then we mentioned that.
The jackalope.
The jackalope.
Of course, yes, that's our mascot.
The mascot. How did that even start, like having the mascot like that?
Family reunions in South Dakota. His mom grew up in South Dakota, so we would go.
You can't go through South Dakota or Wyoming, any place like that without seeing the jackalopes.
So is jackalope like the Bigfoot where it's we don't really know if it exists?
Yes, right, yes.
But we know it doesn't exist.
We know it doesn't exist. I just want to make sure.
It's very rare and very seldom seen. So yes.
Very rare. But you happen to have a stuffed one here, so that kind of has proof of something. There's our mascot. Now, how does our jackalope, since he's so unique and elusive, how does that contribute to the food that you make here?
Oh, just as an attractor and as a fun thing, yes.
No jackalope soup, no jackalope.
No, we don't make jackalope burgers.
No jackalope burgers. Okay, now let's check out the food behind the Crater Cafe.
Correct.
Let's see what we do. Okay, come on, I'll follow you guys to the kitchen. Yeah, I hate to admit it, I thought the jackalope was real. Oh man, look at all the custards.
Yes, well.
You can mix in all that stuff to the custard.
Well, we'll talk more about frozen custard, but ours is kind of a St. Louis style. That's where we grew up and we enjoyed custards. So basically it's a vanilla custard, but you take that and then the magic starts with adding any number of these things mixed in, put on the top. We make what are called concretes, where you basically blend our frozen custard with any ingredients that one might want.
Take it easy, it's 9:30. It's 9:30 in the morning and we're talking about all these different custards. Did it come from General Custard or is that just another makeup person?
Last stand kind of guy. I'm sure he saw jackalopes where he was.
Okay, so since we're filming all day today, I gotta do this progressively, okay? So take me through it progressively. I'm coming in for the first time. I'm a guest. I know what I'm having first. My shot of espresso. Okay, now what am I going from here?
We have lots of awesome breakfast items.
Okay.
So it's always a good second step.
Okay.
Jess is done with those orders. I asked her to make up a breakfast club, which is one of our signature breakfast dishes. Sandwich.
The Breakfast Club?
Mm-hmm.
So just like the old country club sandwich?
It's got French toast in the middle.
Yeah.
The middle slice of bread is French toast.
All right.
Turkey sausage, ham, bacon, cheddar cheese, and over medium egg.
Wow.
A little powdered sugar and
It'll
some
fill you up.
Wow, okay.
organic maple syrup.
On top? Or on the side. Breakfast Club, jackalope style. Organic maple syrup coming through. Tell me again, egg, sausage. The maple syrup, the sweetness, along with the cheese, the ham, the eggs, and the French toast. Oh my, how about a little more sweet powdered sugar? Oh yeah. If you've never tried a French toast sandwich, you're missing out.
The happy food dance.
You know that dance?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what are we doing?
Wizard Island.
Wizard Island. We got our base.
Scoop of frozen custard.
Oh, look at this. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, we call it Wizard Island just because Crater Lake, part of our theme, and Wizard Island is a big attraction of Crater Lake. So
This is that organic espresso, huh? Now this is a dessert, huh? I mean, this is your version of the affogato. Okay, I just found a new must. The affogato with custard, and you know what else it does? I bet it gives you a perfect little... Is anything there? Did we get it? Okay. I grew up on affogato. Now I tried it with frozen custard. Sweet, creamy, rich. The balance was perfect. You have to try one.
So frozen custard, it has a higher egg yolk content. The process in which it's made is a little different too. So with the extra egg yolk and then the process of making it, it's a continuous flow instead of just making a big frozen batch. So you get a super dense and creamy product.
Lovely, yummy, puffy, creamy, smooth, rich. Let's need another happy dance.
Really good vanilla extracts that are organically and sustainably grown
Makes you want to do more happy dance.
and are also fair trade.
One thing that separates this family's restaurant from others in town is here is where you can find frozen custard. And frozen custard can actually be traced back to 1919 in Coney Island, New York. And now, right here in Central Point, oh my goodness. I'm gonna feed my cameraman, and then I'm gonna feed you first. Here you go. Here you go. Ooh, ah. Ross, your turn. Come on, Ross. Oh shoot, I forgot to throw away the old spoon. You guys got the same spoon. No, just kidding. I got a new spoon. The lemon and the sweet, and it's complementary to the cream and the custard.
Hop on back.
Oh, hop on back to the Jackalope Shoppe? I bet you don't know how they hop though. Come on, let's see it, Hugh. Let's see it, Hugh.
He's all hopped up on the coffee. All right, nestled in the back here is the Jackalope Shoppe.
So much going on in here. Oh, look at that little jackalope.
A big part of our shop is that we feature, I think we have like 20 local vendors right now.
From just this area, huh? Oh. Well, it says smell me. What do you think, white?
I like white.
White?
Yeah.
Maybe make me look more buff, white. I wear a lot of white.
Brings out your hair.
Brings out my hair. We're going buff, yeah. What six pack? That's why we wear a shirt. This is what it's all about. Family-run businesses. What a great time we had here at the Crater Cafe. They even deserve 2 happy dances. The frozen custard, the Jackalope Shoppe, the food, the family, and don't forget, you gotta get the sandwich, the Breakfast Club, it's a must. Now as we head down the street just a little bit, you're gonna meet some people that work so hard at helping these little critters find homes and taking care of them. Wait till you see how much work goes on behind the scenes at places like the Southern Oregon Humane Society, how much love is involved. From washing all their bedding every day, did you know that? To their special diets, their special needs, to their grooming, to the volunteers that come and help out. Come take a look. You're Estrella. Get it? Astray.
Yeah. That's new. That's new.
Wait, has anyone?
I don't think so.
Wait, has anyone ever said that before? We're gonna show what happens here at Southern Oregon Humane Societies and why it's so important to support them, adopt. You don't have to just adopt.
No, you can foster, so you can take an animal home. So whether they're, maybe too little to be here, or they're scared, or they need a break, or you can come down to our facility and help walk dogs, play with them, give baths, or maybe you just like doing some laundry. Do some laundry for us.
Real. You can just volunteer in all these different ways.
Oh yeah, if you have a skill or something that you like to do, please come down. Let's go see the kittens first.
Like kittens, like little ones?
6 months and under. So the youngest we'll have in here is 2 months of age. So here all these guys come in from locals. So we take about 400, 500 kittens a year, and the number just keeps growing. So this kitten's probably about 2.5 months old, was in our foster program, and is now old enough and healthy enough to be here to be adopted.
I wish I can take you home.
We can always arrange that, Vinny. gonna feed the first ones right here. They need to keep weight, so we feed them their wet food. And it's their first day here, so let's see. But feel free to put it in here.
Anywhere?
Yeah, anywhere in here. They're gonna.
Hey, check it out, guys. Hey, guys. Come on.
They're new. It can be a scary place. I mean, can you imagine being picked up, taken somewhere? You don't know the language. You don't know what's going on. Yeah. But with some food and some love, they come around quickly.
So how are kittens usually dropped off by a litter or individually or?
Usually by litter. Sometimes individually, but folks will find them under their shed. Maybe they had an accidental litter because their animal's not fixed. I mean, I've had folks find them from construction sites, and it's really just folks that just don't know what to do, but they know at the very least we can help, and that's how we get them. So we'll get them all ages, all sorts of temperament, and our job as soon as we get them is to get them ready for adoption. So friendly, healthy, and hopefully spayed and neutered and happy to go home. We do about 1,200 adoptions a year.
This dude is too cool.
Sky.
And Sky's by himself.
Yeah, so his other siblings have been adopted. He's a kitty that needs leg surgery. Yeah, so he came in with the foot already not doing well, so he's pending some surgery as well.
Oh, I see it.
But he doesn't have a little leg.
He's missing it.
Yeah, so unfortunately it's not safe for him to maintain the leg like this because he's going to attempt to walk on it and it's going to cause it to go raw. So we have to do an amputation, but cats bounce back so quickly and it's actually probably a little more comfortable for him to not have the full leg.
And then I met Sky. He made my heart melt and I made him a promise that if he's still there when I come back, I'm gonna take him home. All right, Sky, so listen, I'm gonna come check on you after your surgery, and if nobody takes you, I'm gonna take you, okay? I'm gonna come back, I give you my word.
Well, let's go to the adult cats, and they're gonna get feeding time too.
Now we're feeding the big boys?
Yes, the big kitties, so 6 months and older.
Oh, look at this. Yeah,
she used to be a server.
Yeah, well, I know her dad, and he was a server. On this episode, guys, we are not tasting the food.
No.
Oh, you're beautiful. Oh my goodness, here you go. All right, Levi will take you home.
Everyone's gonna have to leave us one animal today.
Oh, sorry.
That's the deal.
Oh yeah, oh, you want food, there you go. There you go. The busser will be right back to get your dirty dishes. Here's your new ones. This is your slow feeder, okay? We'll slow it down a minute.
It's hard for her. Well, I think everyone's been fed in here then. Perfect. All right. Well then, let's go to the dogs. We call it Dog Town out here.
Dog Town.
So they get a little bit of kibble and wet food, some rice. That's my word, a little bit.
It's feed time.
It's feeding time. Oh, they know it too.
So you said you could always use more volunteers, which this is a ton of work.
Oh yeah, and it's a staff of 12, and so volunteers make up most of the manpower that we need here. But folks can sign up really easily through us, thankfully.
How do you do it? You just go online, you come in here?
Yeah, come in here, go online. We have an application that folks fill out, and we go through an orientation where you learn about our organization. And then there's a training for safety purposes, but then you hit the ground running.
That's it, huh? Yeah. Feeding, washing, cleaning.
Wash, walk, bathe, play, whatever you want to do, we'll figure something out.
So they get outside every day.
Oh yeah, multiple times a day. They get to go out for walks. This woman helps us out with that, getting them out there to go for long walks for those who like it. They get individual time too, just because it's important for them to have a little bit of both. We'll have an agility yard too, where dogs get to learn to jump over that, which I think Poppy's probably the one dog that could do it.
So are you training them on that, or some of these dogs just say, you know, I know I got to run over that, jump through that. Some are just super naturally athletic, you know.
They do get trained to do that. Not all of the dogs, it's based on their interest level. Some dogs just like to kind of lay down in the yard and hang out.
So we're going to do the agility course. Poppy, come on, jump, Poppy, jump, jump, jump. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good girl, here, good girl, good girl. Okay, you're really fast. This has been here for like 80 years or something?
Over 90 years.
Over 90 years.
Started by a group of women who saw a problem in the community and they wanted to make change for it. So at first they took like horses and chickens, and over time the facility was built, and we've just gone towards cats and dogs now. And we've since now saved, 1,000 animals a year, getting them adopted and fixed and all that.
That's a lot of animals in 90 years. Okay, well, bye, Sky.
He's in a little pouch right now.
Okay, because you're gonna get a bath because you had an accident. Yes. I'm gonna check on you, Sky, soon. Thank you for letting me say goodbye. What a bunch of beautiful animals that need a home to go to. Come on and help. So as we leave the Southern Oregon Humane Society today, I'm so encouraged, I'm inspired, and I'm so happy that I got to meet all the people that work behind the scenes and see all the work that they do. What a great place. Please go say hello to the Southern Oregon Humane Society. Now we're going to jump on the freeway. We're going to head down the road to Talent, Oregon. We're going to introduce you to the owner of a restaurant that has some serious roots here in Southern Oregon and a great backstory. The family continues to carry on the tradition today. Come meet my friend, Leah Calhoun, chef and owner of the Arbor House restaurant. Is that what we're talking about?
So today I'm gonna make you some filet mignon, Yukon Gold mashers, a sage shallot cream sauce for the top of the filet, and our beet appetizer, which is a huge seller. It's beets. They're served warm over the arugula with a crumbled goat cheese, balsamic reduction.
That's a permanent item on the menu?
It's not on the menu, but it's a permanent verbal sell, for sure.
All right, you heard it. It's a verbal sell.
And that's part of the dining experience. You wanna mash some potatoes for me, sir?
Yeah, absolutely.
We always do the trifecta of the butter, sour cream, and heavy cream. Butter is one of our main ingredients for everything. That's why it's so good.
I'm making the mashed potatoes.
We make everything to order as well, which is a really special thing about Arbor House, because there's a lot of people with special diets and, you know, picky eaters and whatnot, and everything is tailor-made. So if you are gluten-free or you want garlic-free or dairy-free or...
All made from scratch.
All made from scratch and all right as you order it. So it's really a custom experience. Pretty much all the equipment and the pots and pans and such we've had for the 43 years that we've been open. They were a gift from a restaurant that burned down in Medford. It was called the Carter House.
Wow.
And I think that's part of what makes it all so good is the seasoning that's in all the pans and
totally.
such.
100%. Oh, yes.
Yeah. So the warm beets is the key. We do a lot of steaks, killer New York strip, the filet. We do a porterhouse pork chop a lot of times from Beeler Farm. I try to use as much local stuff as I can. Charbroil, a lot of fresh fish. We had mahi on New Year's Eve as a special.
Mahi, did that come from Bear Creek?
Yeah, exactly. Bear Creek, you know, for all the good fish
Bear
comes
Creek, is
from.
that where you get your shrimp too?
Yeah, yep.
For all you folks that are not from Southern Oregon, that is a joke, okay?
Do not fish out of Bear Creek.
Do not get anything out of Bear Creek if you want to live.
So those beets, we're gonna do a little bit of the chev. Warm, it just melts right over the top.
Yeah.
Balsamic. It comes naturally. I've been doing it for, I don't know, all my life pretty much.
How do you feel about it all these years later? Hey, can I try one of these?
Yeah, of course, please. Would you like a fork? You can just, no. Chef, obviously. Who needs, God gave us all the utensils we need right here on our hands, right?
Nice job, chef.
Yeah?
Oh, the beets are so sweet. Did you put any spices besides salt and pepper on here? No.
I just put pepper, olive oil, the balsamic, and we boil them in the kosher salt.
That balsamic cuts the sugar.
Yeah, it's balanced. Balances out.
So balanced.
For sure.
I've never had it like that either. It's always either on a salad, cold, or it's juice.
The warm beet is so key, definitely.
The flavor is so magnified and explodes in your mouth.
Right? We're only open 4 nights a week. Wednesday through Saturday. We dropped down to 4 nights since pandemic. So I really, you know, Tuesday's like a kind of a half day coming in and getting my shop list done. I shop daily for everything because we're so small. And I really try to keep everything as fresh as it can be. So I'd say I probably work about 50 hours a week.
50, yeah.
Yeah, but I've been doing it, you know, I've been the owner since 2007. My brother Joel passed the torch to me then, and I want to do it for 30 more years. So I don't want to work too hard. I want to work just hard enough.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, 4 days, 50 hours, that's still more than most people put in a week. And they don't know, they don't see the shopping in the morning.
Yeah.
And they don't see the closing at night. Oh, that fresh cracked pepper. You just put fresh cracked pepper on it right now?
No, I did it before I seasoned it, or before I just put it on the grill.
Oh, that is so tender.
Definitely.
And those Yukon Gold.
You bet.
Hey, well, I made these.
Yeah, you did okay.
I kind of made those.
I chopped them.
I kind of made them.
You kind of did.
And I put just enough salt, just enough pepper, and then
That's
just
neat.
a little bit of garlic. That little bit of garlic.
All about balance.
Left it a little chunk.
Come hungry for sure. Soup and salad with your meal.
Oh, the
very
soup
generous
and a
portions.
salad.
You know, it's not fancy food. We don't do a lot. I mean, it's very fresh and tailor-made and beautiful, but it's not like we don't do all the fancy plating and all that stuff.
You don't call this fancy plating?
No.
This is gorgeous.
It
This
is
is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Even after I messed it up, it's so beautiful. Oh guys, wait till you have this filet mignon. It's literally like butter. The pepper's just right. I mean, it is perfectly seasoned, perfectly tender. The mashed potatoes, I don't know who did them. They're amazing. The mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
they are just,
There's an art to the mashed.
they're just perfect. She did all the work, all right? And the vegetables, they're firm, they're crisp, they're full of flavor.
Sesame and soy. That's all.
Is that what's on there? You had them marinated?
Yep. Just
Sesame and
when
soy.
you got here, yeah, just had them marinated.
That's just a few minutes marinade?
And then like the charbroiler, the smokiness of the charbroiler really is.
So let's pretend I'm a customer now, and I'm gonna get your tour, because I've heard about your tours. You explain the pictures, you tell people, and we would love to see that. Can we see that?
Let's do it. Well, my mom and dad opened Arbor House in 1979. They moved out here in the early 70s from New York, both born Irish Catholic, you know. My 5 siblings were already born, and they wanted to find an alternative lifestyle than New York. So they found themselves in Applegate Valley. All these photos are people that we knew from there and from Ashland, all over the valley really, but good friends, extended family, people that helped us get started, and they've supported us throughout the years. And they were all taken by one man who was a good friend of my father. He was a photography teacher. His name was Bill Hall. And he would go to all the different parties and events and capture the essence of that time. You know, really, he was an amazing photographer. And when he passed away, his wife gifted us his whole collection of photos and negatives.
The photos are great.
They are so classic, you know. Some of them you feel like maybe you saw them in Time Life magazine or something like that.
I was just thinking, it feels like they're like celebrities.
Yep. And then this is all my immediate family, my mom and dad and my 5 siblings. All of us have participated in Arbor House throughout the years.
You know what? That's what this show is about. It is about the family-run business.
You bet.
People just have to get a better understanding, and they have to have more of a respect for what restaurant owners do.
Yes, definitely.
And
it's
what they're
not for everybody.
It's not only is it for everybody, but if you're going to come in, I mean, you got to have that respect for them.
Definitely.
You got to show.
43 years in business, I mean, in any business, really, I think says a lot. I honestly feel like we're still improving at 43 years. We're still progressing and still getting better all the time.
Yeah. And as we should, right?
Yeah,
We should be doing that. We should be finding better ways to do things, but holding on to the roots.
Yeah.
Right? Because
Yes.
we are
hard one.
our roots. We don't want to get rid of that.
Definitely.
So of course I have a lot of respect for people like Leah and what she does, and all the hard work and all the prep that goes into the finished product, which you just saw. If you're wondering what the kitchen looks like after a hard days of work with your team, this is what it's all about. Sharing a glass of wine, sharing a meal. This family restaurant is absolutely insane. It is amazing. It is the bomb. Go see them at the Arbor House. And that's a wrap. If you're wondering by now, did I go back for Sky? Yes, I did. Are you ready to go home? To your new home? All right, everybody, this is Sky, and now we have to see what Bob thinks of him when we get home. You guys all know Bob. Oh, thank you very much. No matter where we go or how far we travel for the show, all the amazing people we meet, it's always good to come home. And just keep in mind that when you watch all these segments, we can't do what we do on our own. We're very grateful for our family. We're not a one-man show. I'm grateful for my wife and my daughter to help me the way they do. And my boys used to be part of the business, and especially my son Nick. He was a huge part of my business. And of course they grow up and they move on and do their own thing. But we all are doing this with the help of our staff, with the help of our loved ones, and everyone has their input in it. So when you go to places, please keep that in mind. This is a family effort. Everyone's putting something into their family businesses. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of our family. What a great day we had. From the breakfast at the Crater Cafe and the family there, over to the Southern Oregon Humane Society and all the hard-working people there. I even adopted a cat. Then we finished with a beautiful dinner experience at the Arbor House in Calhoun. Then we brought it all home for our family dinner. We'll see you next time as we go all across Oregon. This episode of All Across Oregon is made possible in part by Diamond Medical Maintenance, a premier custom-built medical facility cleaning company catering exclusively to the medical community in Southern Oregon, the Klamath Basin, and Roseburg for 27 years. John A. Warakoy, CPA, LLC, premier tax professional and business profit builder, helping self-employed business owners achieve success with essential finance activities. And CycleSport, family owned and operated since 1979, serving the Southern Oregon cycling community with 2 locations, 191 Oak Street in Ashland across from the old Armory, and 940 North Phoenix Road in Medford at the Larson Creek Center.